So many were critical of Simone Biles when she quit the Tokyo Games. Well, now she's back. She won gold, and she won the sweetest revenge possible. And I'm so here for all the shade. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore. Imagine being a Olympian gymnast, the pressure of having to get the gold constantly, and then to see one of your old teammates out there criticizing you and your team. Let's go back and look at what Michaela Skinner actually said.
But besides Simone, I feel like the talent and the depth just isn't like what it used to be. I just noticed, obviously a lot of girls don't work as hard. The girls just don't have the work ethic. And it's hard too because it's a safe sport. Coaches can't get on athletes and they have to be really careful what they say, which in some ways is really good. But at the same time, to get to where you need to be in gymnastics, you do have to be, I feel like, a little aggressive and a little intense, because I feel like
abused? Is that what you have to do now?
Russia's not going to be there, so they don't have to have the stress of Russia. And then what other teams really are there? I mean, there's a lot of teams that have gotten better and have gotten stronger, but I feel like no matter what, as long as we do a decent job, we'll be fine. Even just some of the other girls that fell twice and still ending up in second place in the all-around is just kind of crazy to me. Is it Hazley or Hesley? Hesley. Okay, but...
Well, anyway, way to throw all of Team USA under the bus. Well, Simone had her revenge, okay? She was able to win the gold with her Team USA, and she wrote this on Instagram: lack of talent, lazy Olympic champions. I mean, bravo. Bravo, team. Bravo to this team going against all adversity, including her fellow ex-teammates. This is so gross. And kudos to Simone. Look at this landing as she hits it. Boom! And the cheers. Such a pro. She's such a pro. And it just made me want to go back and not only applaud her for her massive win this Olympic season, which has just been so fun to watch. All the table tennis is so exciting. My gosh, watching that was wild. Anyway, what is your favorite Olympic weird sport? I want to hear down below. But it made me want to go back and just revisit what everyone did to Simone Biles. It was kind of wild. She quit. She did. She abruptly pulled out of Tokyo Games 3 years ago amid a mental health crisis. She standing at the end of the runway before a vault, Biles said she was not haunted by the memories of her tumultuous time in Tokyo, but was soon soaring high as she executed the Chang vault that helped lift the USA to lead into a lead that they would not relinquish. After I finished the vault, I was relieved because there was no flashbacks or anything. She abruptly quit the team in Tokyo after feeling disoriented when executing her vault. Teammates had to quickly turn to a plan B. They ended up getting a silver. Imagine this. You're like the pressure of a gymnast. You're doing these insane things. You do one, and you start to feel disoriented and dizzy and messed up in the head. And then you do this, and folks like J.D. Vance are out there criticizing, saying she shouldn't be praised for this weak moment. We got a few of these, but let's just play. Here's JD's comment.
She was going through an incredible amount of pressure. What I find so weird about this, and it reflects more on the media than it does on Simone Biles, is that we've tried to turn a very tragic moment, Simone Biles quitting the Olympic team, into this act of heroism. And I think it reflects pretty poorly on our sort of therapeutic society that we try to praise people not for moments of strength, not for moments of heroism, but for their weakest moments. And look, being an athlete is tough. Being an athlete...
Yeah, clearly you know so much about being an athlete.
That level is incredibly tough. A normal response in this moment would be to say, it's just a shame that she's going through this. It's a shame that she quit. Mm-hmm. But instead, what our press has done, I think, is turn this into this weird therapeutic moment. Let's praise her for doing this. And
how dare she know her body and stand up and actually risk her whole career? There's no risk. There's no heroism there. How dare she not push through and hurt herself and potentially never be able to do it again? How dare she? This is just awful. She's quit. She is nothing. I mean, look what Piers Morgan did. Sorry, but there's nothing heroic or brave about quitting because you're not having fun. That's not why she quit. You let your teammates down, your fans and your country down. I mean, he railed in on her. Everybody was railing in. How dare she give up? She feels dizzy and disoriented. Tough luck, girl. Get back up there and you do it anyway. At all costs, you cannot let the team down. What is this? What profession requires you to, against all odds, perform while dizzy and not like, whoa, I got to actually reevaluate. I think it takes massive guts to step away and realize this isn't good for me. I'm going to hurt myself. I can't keep doing this or something's going to actually go wrong. And good on her for pulling out when she had to. No, she doesn't owe it to anybody. She only owes it for herself. And the team's got to adjust. If anybody got injured on that team, they would have the same ability to check out if they need to check out. Well, to Piers Morgan's credit, he realized the error of his ways. He has since apologized. Congrats, Simone, on becoming the most decorated American gymnast of all time. I was too harsh on you in 2021 when you quit the team. You're a great champion and have since proved me wrong in the best possible way by letting your supreme talent do the talking. Not really an apology, but close. He's admitting he's wrong. And I got to say, good on Pierce for putting that out there and proving, yep, I was too harsh. Now, JD, it's your turn to apologize next. I just think that's such a weird comment. It's just, he's not a lot. Conservatives getting mad that they're calling him weird. It's a lot of weird takes. I think the weird word is pretty fair. Look, we can argue about the softness of culture. Cobra Kai, right, has instilled this idea of, yeah, you got to keep fighting, no mercy. And I am for that to an extent, but not against your own well-being. Like, don't push yourself till you hurt yourself. That's not the right way. Even Johnny Lawrence figured that out, JD Vance, if you watch Cobra Kai. But I hope he comes to his senses as well. Even Michaela here has apologized. So sorry. Anyway, sorry for anything that got cut out of context or seemed hurtful. That was not my intention. Are you sure? You seemed a little bitter, a little upset. What's also interesting is in these comments, I think it's mentioned here, her own teammates, kudos not just to her, but also Sunny Lee, Jordan Chiles, and Jade Carey. They also made comments on there at that lack of talent, lazy Olympic champions. They said, here's the comments. A lot of here were the comments. Put a finger down if Simone Biles just ended you, Lee said in the post. Added Childs, that's on, period. Even Michaela Maroney had to chime in, writing, she effed around and found out. Feels like I need to apologize just to redeem my first name. It doesn't get more iconic than this. Feels like I need to apologize just to redeem my name. That's a good response, because I always think of Michaela Maroney when I think of a Michaela gymnast, not Michaela Skinner. I think of Principal Skinner. Anyway, look, sounds like she's apologized. She's realized the error of her ways. This was a team win, not just Simone. So it looks like they did have some talent. Looks like they weren't lazy. And everybody who was criticizing, trying to know better, it's just funny to watch these people try to make these calls while sitting in these types of chairs. I will never be someone who's going to attempt to criticize a world star athlete. I know nothing what it takes. I know nothing what's in your head, and how dare these people who did. So kudos to Simone. She fought back against those things she faced. She came back. She felt better. She won harder. And I got to say, that's how it's done. So bravo. Sometimes you do need to step away. Sometimes you do for your own health. And we shouldn't be criticizing it or deeming it whiny therapy. No, sometimes you actually shouldn't push yourself all the way to the edge. Excuse me. But what do you guys think? I want to hear what you think in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for all alerts, and smash that like button. Are you watching the Olympics? Are you having fun? I want to hear what your favorite sport is. What's been your favorite thing to watch? Thank you guys. Stay tuned. We got so much more coming here on Popcorn Planet.